Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to our health channel, where we're all about helping you live your best life, especially if you're over 60. Today, I want to talk about something that's close to my heart. Literally. As a heart doctor, I've spent years in the clinic, meeting seniors who come in feeling perfectly fine, only to leave with a diagnosis of high blood pressure, clogged arteries, or something even scarier. Like being on the brink of a heart attack. It's tough to see, but what's even tougher is knowing that so many of these issues could have been prevented with just a few small changes. You see, every single day, the choices you make, what you eat, how you sleep, how you move, have a direct impact on your heart. And there's one habit, one thing so many seniors do without even thinking, that's silently damaging their hearts day after day. In this video, I'm going to reveal what that habit is, and I'm also going to walk you through 10 dangerous habits that could be putting your heart at risk. The good news: every single one of them is fixable. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to share practical, easy steps you can take to protect your heart and keep it beating strong for years to come. Let's dive in. Let's start with a habit that's so common I see it in almost every patient who walks through my clinic doors: ignoring high blood pressure or skipping medications. I can't stress this enough, this is the deadliest mistake I see seniors make. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. You might feel perfectly fine, no headaches, no chest pain, no warning signs at all, but behind the scenes, it's wreaking havoc on your heart, your brain, and your kidneys. I've had patients who stopped taking their blood pressure meds because they felt okay, or thought they didn't need them anymore. Some ran out of pills and figured they'd get around to refilling the prescription later. But here's the truth: skipping your medication, even for a few days, can cause dangerous spikes in your blood pressure. Those spikes can trigger a heart attack or a stroke out of nowhere. I've seen it happen. Patients who were laughing and chatting one day, and the next, they're in the ER because they thought they could skip their pills. Your blood pressure medication isn't optional, it's a lifeline. It's like putting gas in your car. You wouldn't expect your car to run without fuel, so don't expect your heart to function properly without the support it needs. If you're struggling with side effects, don't just stop taking your meds. Talk to your doctor. They can adjust the dose or find a different medication that works better for you. Get a blood pressure monitor for home. Those little devices are affordable and easy to use. Check your blood pressure regularly, write it down in a diary, and take your pills at the same time every day. Use a pill organizer or set a reminder on your phone. Consistency is everything. High blood pressure doesn't just raise your risk of heart failure, it thickens your heart muscle and narrows your arteries, making it harder for blood to flow. But the beautiful thing is, this is completely controllable if you take it seriously. One pill a day could add years to your life. Don't gamble with your heart, take control today. Now, let's talk about something that might seem harmless, but is quietly sabotaging your heart: eating fast food or fried snacks too often. I get it. Fast food is convenient, and who doesn't love the crispy crunch of fried chicken, fries, or a samosa? But these foods are like a direct attack on your arteries. They're loaded with trans fats, saturated fats, and salt. 3 things your heart absolutely hates. Every time you bite into a greasy burger or a handful of fries, you're sending a wave of cholesterol, inflammation, and sodium into your bloodstream. Over time, this clogs your arteries, makes them stiff and narrow, and forces your heart to work overtime just to keep blood flowing. I've seen patients who thought, it's just one meal, but those just one meals add up. Years of fast food can lead to a heart attack, and for seniors over 60, your metabolism is slower, and your heart is more sensitive to this kind of damage. Fast food has almost no nutritional value. It's empty calories that do maximum harm. Instead, try swapping those fried snacks for healthier options. Bake or grill your chicken instead of frying it. Snack on fresh fruits, unsalted nuts, or a bowl of homemade soup. Even air-fried foods are a game changer. They give you that crispy texture without drowning your heart in oil. What you eat becomes your blood, and if your food is oily, your blood gets thick and sluggish, which is a recipe for blocked arteries. You can't build a strong heart on weak food. Say goodbye to those fried temptations, and your heart will have a much better chance to thrive. Another sneaky habit that's hurting your heart is staying up late scrolling on your phone or watching TV. I know, it's tempting to catch up on the news, binge a show, or check social media before bed. But that blue light from your screen is doing more harm than you might think. It messes with your body's melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep, and poor sleep is a major risk factor for heart problems. When you don't get enough rest, your blood pressure stays elevated at night, your insulin levels get out of whack, and your heart takes on extra strain. As a heart doctor, I've seen a clear pattern. Poor sleep is linked to heart attacks, strokes, and irregular heart rhythms like atrial fibrillation. It's not just the blue light either. The mental stimulation from watching intense news stories or scrolling through social media posts keeps your brain buzzing and your stress hormones high when you should be winding down. Over time, this disrupts your heart's ability to recover during sleep, which is when it does most of its repair work. If you're over 60, you need to protect your sleep like it's a precious resource. Try shutting off all screens at least an hour before bed. Instead, read a book, listen to soft music, or do some gentle stretching. These small changes can improve your sleep quality and give your heart the rest it needs to stay strong. Nighttime is when your heart heals. Don't rob it of that time. Better sleep means a healthier, stronger heart. Let's move on to something that's a little harder to talk about, but just as important: smoking or being around secondhand smoke. By now, we all know smoking is bad news, but some seniors still underestimate how dangerous even one cigarette a day can be. And it's not just smokers who are at risk. Secondhand smoke is just as harmful. Smoking doesn't just hurt your lungs, it directly attacks the lining of your arteries, causes inflammation, and speeds up the buildup of plaque, which can block blood flow and lead to a heart attack. For those of you over 60, your blood vessels are already more fragile, and smoking makes them brittle and narrow, putting you at even higher risk. I've had patients who never smoked a day in their life, but developed heart disease because they lived with someone who smoked. There's no safe level of exposure to cigarette smoke. Not one puff, not one whiff. Even light cigarettes or vaping aren't safe alternatives. They still damage your heart. The good news is that quitting, even after decades of smoking, can start reversing the damage within months. Your heart craves clean oxygen and clean blood, and every puff of smoke is like a punch to your cardiovascular system. If you're struggling to quit, don't go it alone. Talk to your doctor about nicotine patches, support groups, or other tools to help you kick the habit. The moment you say, "I quit," your body starts healing, and your heart will thank you with every beat. Another habit that's quietly damaging your heart is ignoring snoring or sleep apnea. You might think snoring is just a quirky annoyance, maybe even something to laugh about, but it could be a warning sign that your heart is struggling. Sleep apnea, where your breathing stops repeatedly during the night, affects millions of seniors, and most don't even know they have it. It causes your oxygen levels to drop, interrupts your rest, and puts serious strain on your heart. I always ask my patients about their sleep habits because sleep apnea is a major risk factor for high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, strokes, and even sudden cardiac death. If your partner tells you that you snore loudly, gasp for air, or stop breathing during sleep, don't brush it off. Other signs include feeling tired during the day, waking up with headaches, or noticing memory problems. These are red flags that you need to get tested. A simple overnight sleep study can confirm whether you have sleep apnea, and treatments like CPAP machines or mouthpieces can make a world of difference. Quality sleep is when your body repairs itself, including your heart. Without it, your heart suffers silently. Don't ignore snoring. It's not just noise, it's a signal that your heart needs oxygen all night long. Fix your sleep, and your heart will finally get the rest it deserves. Now, let's talk about something that's not about food or exercise, but is just as critical for your heart: bottling up stress or anger. I know it's tempting to keep your emotions to yourself, especially if you've spent your life being the strong one who doesn't burden others. But holding in stress, anger, or sadness is like letting a pressure cooker build up inside you, and your heart is the one taking the hit. Emotional tension spikes your cortisol and adrenaline levels, which make your heart beat faster, your blood vessels tighten, and your blood pressure soar. Over time, this can lead to heart attacks, strokes, or even sudden death. I've treated patients who ate perfectly, exercised regularly, but still ended up with heart disease because they were living with constant emotional stress, whether it was family issues, financial worries, or loneliness. After 60, your heart is less equipped to handle this kind of silent storm. You don't have to carry it alone. Talk to a friend, join a senior group, try meditation for just 10 minutes a day, or practice deep breathing. Even writing in a journal can help you release those pent-up feelings. Your heart isn't just a pump. It feels what your mind holds. Finding healthy ways to let go of stress is like giving your heart a big, warm hug. Peace is powerful medicine, and the more you release your emotions, the longer and stronger your heart will beat. Let's shift gears and talk about something you might not think twice about: drinking alcohol regularly. You've probably heard that a glass of wine is good for your heart, and sure, there's some truth to that for younger folks in moderation. But for seniors, alcohol can be a lot more dangerous than you might realize. After 60, your liver processes alcohol more slowly, your blood pressure spikes faster, and your risk of irregular heart rhythms, like atrial fibrillation, goes way up. I've seen patients who ended up with heart failure or strokes just from having 1 or 2 drinks a day. Alcohol damages your heart muscle, increases fat buildup around your heart, and triggers inflammation. It also messes with medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol, which many seniors are already taking. Some folks drink to relax or help them sleep, but here's the kicker: alcohol actually disrupts your sleep and raises your nighttime blood pressure, making things worse. If you have heart disease, even small amounts of alcohol can be risky. My user 1. I'm not saying you have to cut it out completely, but if you drink, keep it to no more than 1 drink a day, and not every day. Your heart will beat stronger, your sleep will improve, and your overall health will thank you. Alcohol might feel like it's numbing your stress, but it's weakening your heart in the process. Don't let that daily glass turn into a lifetime regret. Now, let's talk about breakfast. Yes, breakfast! Starting your day with greasy or processed foods is like setting your heart up for a rough morning. Bacon, sausage, buttery toast, sugary cereal, fried eggs, or creamy coffee drinks might taste amazing, but they're loaded with saturated fats, trans fats, and sugar, which spike your cholesterol, raise your blood pressure, and cause inflammation in your blood vessels. I've seen too many heart attacks happen in the morning, and it's often tied to these heavy, fatty breakfasts. Your blood is thicker in the morning, and a big, greasy meal just makes it harder for your heart to pump. If you're over 60, your body can't handle that kind of stress day after day. Instead, try starting your day with healthy foods like oatmeal with berries, boiled eggs, whole grain toast with avocado, or a fruit smoothie. These choices lower cholesterol, improve digestion, and give you steady energy without clogging your arteries. Breakfast can either heal or harm your heart, so make the right choice in the morning, and you'll keep your heart safer all day long. If you're wondering about some of these foods and want to make smarter choices, you're not alone. A lot of seniors struggle with this. especially when it comes to breakfast. That's why we've created the Senior Health Tracker app, a simple tool designed specifically for people over 60. It's like having a healthy guide in your pocket, with gentle reminders, meal tracking, and personalized food suggestions tailored to your age and health needs. Whether you're managing high blood pressure or just want more energy, this app can help you start your mornings with confidence. Download it today and take the first step toward a healthier heart. Let's talk about another big one: eating too much salt. Most seniors don't realize how dangerous salt can be. It's not just the salt you sprinkle on your food. It's the hidden sodium in canned soups, bread, sauces, pickles, chips, and processed meals. Too much salt makes your body hold on to water, which increases your blood volume and puts extra pressure on your arteries. Over time, this leads to high blood pressure, which silently damages your heart, kidneys, and brain. High blood pressure is called the silent killer because it shows no symptoms until it's too late. I've had patients with heart failure whose only mistake was eating salty snacks every day. Seniors need way less salt than younger folks, no more than 500 milligrams a day, which is less than a teaspoon. Check food labels, avoid processed foods, and cook at home with herbs and lemon for flavor. Even small swaps, like choosing unsalted nuts or skipping frozen meals, can make a huge difference. Your taste buds adjust after a couple of weeks, and soon low-salt food tastes just as good, and your heart works better. Cutting salt can save your life. Don't let it cut your life short. Finally, let's talk about the simplest and most powerful habit for your heart: daily walks. If you're over 60 and you're not moving your body every day, you're inviting heart trouble. I see so many seniors spending their days sitting, watching TV, reading, or staying in bed. You might think, I'm too old for workouts. But I'm not talking about hitting the gym. I'm begging you to walk. Just 30 minutes of walking at your own pace can cut your heart attack risk by nearly 50%. When you don't move, your blood flow slows, fat clogs your arteries, your heart weakens, and your blood pressure climbs. Over time, this can lead to heart failure, stroke, or worse. Walking keeps your blood vessels open, boosts oxygen to your brain, lowers stress, and helps control your weight, blood sugar, and cholesterol, all major threats to your heart. It's free, requires no equipment, and it's one of the most powerful medicines you can give your heart. Just 15 minutes in the morning and 15 in the evening can protect your heart and add years to your life. Don't wait for chest pain to start moving. Prevention starts now, and your heart will thank you with every step. Your heart has been beating for you every second of your life without asking for anything in return. But after 60, it needs your help more than ever. Every meal you choose, every walk you take, every moment you prioritize your health, it all adds up. I've seen too many patients ignore the small signs, the little warnings, until it's too late. But you have the power to change that. Start by tackling just one of these habits today, then work your way through the rest. Your heart doesn't need perfection. It needs consistency, care, and attention. And you don't have to do it alone. The Senior Health Tracker app is here to help with daily tips, meal logs, and reminders designed just for seniors. Your future self will thank you, your family will thank you, and your heart will thank you. It's never too late to start healing. Stay safe, stay strong, and take care of your heart every single day.